Maddie, architecture enthusiast and resident builder for Sims VIP. If your first thought when you think of build mode is, all I can build is a box, then this series is for you. So keep watching for tips and tricks on how you can build out of the box. Alright, we're almost done with our box. After wrapping it in the perfect accent ribbon, this box is most certainly not a box anymore. In this part, we're going to take a look at the rest of the decor, which gives homes personalized flair. We've been giving a lot of attention to the walls in the last two parts of the series, so now it's time we direct that attention towards the floor. Keep the exterior tile limited to stone and masonry for now, because the other flooring styles are more suited for the interior. Wooden floors are great for decks, but keep in mind that some of the wooden textures are only for interior. Make sure your flooring material matches the wall material. If you're using siding that's wide and flat, bring that texture into the flooring. In our example home, there's a lot of textures that can be brought into the flooring. We want it to look interesting, but not busy. After the flooring is chosen, find stairs that either match the trim of the foundation or match the floor color. It's a bit tricky to find an exact match because the materials of the flooring and stairs are not the same, but play around with the different stair materials. Don't go by the color in the swatch, go by the color of the material in the sunlight. If you encounter a non-flat surface, or you want to make a natural and curving path, consider the stone features with the terrain paint. To airbrush it, mark out where the path should go with the fencing or with your eyes. Use a small size to paint the majority of the path, then go back over with a larger, less opaque size to smooth out the harsh edges. It takes a bit of practice, so don't fret if the first attempt doesn't look very nice. A good rule of thumb is to play with the lowest opacity and make friends with the undo button. Airbrushing will be vital when we get to landscaping later on. Now for fencing. There are many different types of fences, which makes the overall choice overwhelming. But pay attention to the shape of the railing and the pillars. Look at the shapes you use in your home. If they are mostly rectangular, go with a boxy fence. If they have a lot of curves, go with a curvy fence. Stick with more supportive looking materials for the outside. The same technique can be used with columns, which are usually used in conjunction with fences. If you're using more rectangular materials, go with a square column, and vice versa. Making the shape of the decorative materials match creates an overall flow that makes highly detailed builds easy on the eyes. It's about time we take a look at the exterior furniture that you can use for the house. Having different functional spaces adds character to a home and makes it look a lot more lived in. There are two places where we can start decorating in the exterior space. In build mode, under roof features and wall features, and in buy mode, under exterior furniture. This is also the time when a pool can be added and decorated. Pools are a staple of Sim homes. Luckily enough, the most common pools are oblong and rectangular, so it's not very hard to make a nice pool. When placing a pool, leave one square of flooring around the pool for a nice trim. To add functional furniture, create mini spaces for living, dining, cooking, and playing. Having distinct separation to organize the spaces implies flow and balance. When adding larger pieces like monkey bars and rocket pads, don't just place them. Create an intended space by paving, airbrushing, or decorating around the area to integrate the larger piece into the home. And now we're almost done with the exterior. The landscaping is saved for last, both because functional spaces take preference in a family home and because it's the garnish on top. Try the tips found in the tutorial this week and share with family, on the gallery, with friends, or with me. Tune in next week for landscaping, the last part of our box exterior.